Good morning. Well, I'm still feeling under the weather, but as I said on my previous video, I need to get out. So you probably don't know what the previous video is. They're a mishmash at the moment because of this 7-day Christmas challenge. Anyway, I'm in Hayes Town. Well, not really, I'm on the outskirts of Hayes Town, and I'm going to do this road today, Clayton Road. So I'm going to walk down Clayton Road past the building works and then come back up this side. There's a nice cafe over here to finish with. Look, might be able to get myself a sausage and egg sarnie and a cup of tea. So but anyway, I'm going to start with this mess over here and make my way down, and we'll see what we get. So come along, join me on the journey again. Be lovely to have you. And yeah, this could be interesting, so we'll see. Okay, let's go, let's get on with it. Right, let's just start with this horrendous little spot and give it a spruce up. Problem is, if you leave a spot like this, I don't really want to be doing this because I would say this belongs to the building management, but the problem is if you leave it, all it's going to do is spill over, get bigger and bigger and bigger. The council won't do it because they'll say, "Ooh, private land," and then it just becomes a no-win situation. Early on a Saturday morning, about 8:15. So the trick is today to get this road done and then go home and watch the football. We're winning. I'll just do this little bit as well. Horrendous start, eh? I walked down this road about a week ago. I can't even remember why I was walking down here. Oh yeah, I remember now. Going to see a friend, wasn't I? Who works in the van place up the road. Anyway, to cut a short story long. You like that one, did you? Cut a short story long. I've got plenty of people like that, cutting a short story long. Cut a short story long, I was like, oh my god, look at the state of this road. So yeah, anyway, that'll do. Let's get that as well. That'll do. Let's make our way down the road. I've done enough for that as what I'm prepared to do. Right, let's not get killed to death. So you've got this shop bit along here, and then it starts becoming industrial. So, yeah. And then you've got like these walls, and they've got like little, I wouldn't even call them plants, I just call them crap, basically, growing out of them. And then people have just chucked all their crap in them. So, yeah. We'll keep making our way down. Every house has had loads of rubbish outside it. There hasn't been one property that's not had rubbish outside here. Just think to myself, how does it not bother them? How does it just not bother them that this street looks like this, and they just completely turn a blind eye to it, as if to say, well, I don't care. Look at it. just coming up to the first factories on the other side. This is where my friend works actually, over there. Don't know if they're staying at that location. I really don't know. With all this building going on, all these apartments being built up there, look. So I filled 2 bags there quite easily. There's nowhere to drop them, so what I might do is improvise and just drop them over there. Take a picture for the council, because there's certainly no bins along here. Yeah, I think that's what I'll have to do. Improvise. Let's just drop them over here. Put on a couple of fresh bags and we'll keep making our way down. Well, that shows my lack of knowledge of this road. There's a bin here and there was another one just around the corner. I originally put the bags there. Whilst I was putting on some fresh bags, I saw a bin, so I've made good use of it. Means I haven't got to take pictures of it for the council. So we're going to really start getting into the nitty gritty of this road. It's bad enough as it is. But we start coming up to these industrial units. I mean, the residents don't care. Imagine what the units are like. I didn't get much sleep last night as well. As I said, I've not been well for about 6 days. Oh, I can't get that out, it's stuck under the wheel. That's annoying. So I've not been well for 6 days, and I tried to go to bed about 11 o'clock last night and I was tossing and turning. 12:30. I got up, came down, and with all the things to do, I started cleaning the bleeding, what's it called, the hood above the oven out. So I was scrubbing the filters and in the fan above the hob. Yeah, so it took me about 40 minutes. Eventually, I think I didn't get to sleep probably until about 3 o'clock this morning. It's quite early, so I've not had a lot of sleep. Never mind, I'll keep going. Lauren's working at the shop today, so Mrs. O has taken her to the shop. So apart from this little bit, which will just get me out of the house for an hour and a bit, I haven't got a great deal to do. I do need to get out of the house. As I said, I've been suffering from cabin fever. So I've been watching videos on YouTube about various things. There's a little fishing product that I was watching a video about, and then I saw something about space, which I was watching. Which reminded me of my conversation with Bobby the Bat. I'll put his name up so you can hear what I said. Bobby the Bat. So when we were fishing in the summer over in France, balls. That didn't go to plan. I spread it everywhere, look. What a tit. What a tit. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Bobby the Bat. So when we were fishing in the summer, this is where these industrial bits are going to get fruity. got it. I got it. Had to lean across, but I got it. So he was asking me at fishing, because he knows I know a bit about space. I know a lot about space, actually. I think my talents litter picking have been wasted. Should have been a space engineer. I'm the urban spaceman, baby. He was asking me why it's longer days in the winter than the summer, sort of thing. Why the days are longer in the summer than what they are in the winter. So I just tried to explain it to him in child's terms. One up there I'm going to get. It is quite a simple process of, can I get this out? I don't think I can. Nah, there's too much weight in that. Not moving a 1.5 ton car, am I? Here we go. This is where the fun begins. I'll show you. I'll get what I can. I'll get what I can. Whilst explaining about what I was telling Bobby. So, Bobby the bat. Why is it lighter in the summer than what it is in the winter? So I just said to him, well, it's quite an easy thing. Just where the earth tipped at an angle of about 23 degrees, more or less. And I just said to him, in the summer months, the northern hemisphere points towards the sun, so we get longer days. In the southern hemisphere points away from the sun, so they get shorter days. And then he was like, right. I said, but as we go round the sun, the reverse happens. So in the northern hemisphere, winter becomes darker for us, purely for the fact that we sort of point away from the sun in the northern hemisphere. He's like, I don't get you, I don't get you. So then I'm trying to show him for about 20 minutes using a little ball that I had. So he sort of half got it. But then I made the mistake of telling him that a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. And he's like, what the are you on about? What the are you on about? How can a bleeding day be longer than a year? So, so there I am, trying to explain it to him. I said, look, forget your earthly confined. Forget what you know and start afresh. Forget 1 year being 365 days. Just completely throw that out the window, I goes. And I'll explain it to you. So, yeah. I'm going to explain it to you guys if you don't know, but for a while, I'll let you think about it without using Google or Wikipedia or all those other things you can use. I'll let you have a ponder on how a day on Venus can be longer than a year. Okay, a little bit of fun today. Actually, we can have a bit of fun on a few videos. Let's get up here a minute. Oh dear, I'm not having much fun here. At least I'm having a bit of fun laughing about telling you these facts. So can't drop some of these bottles because they're don't want them breaking. The cans I can drop. I'm going to leave that fluorescent light, I think. Just not going to get involved with that. I'm going to get what I can for the moment. Disgusting, ain't it? I did tell you it was fruity back in the beginning. Anyway, leave me to get on with it for a bit, and we'll see how far we get. Okay guys, that's what I've managed to dig out so far. There is a bit more in there buried, but I don't think I'm going to get that until the winter. And then there's another similar lot of it further up the road here, the next one. So I'm definitely going to need a lot of this just to die back a bit over the winter. Maybe give my friend Andrew a call from Hillingdon Litter Pickers, because I know on a Saturday morning, which it just happens to be, he's in the area, probably in the area as we speak, doing a litter pick somewhere. For one reason and another, he comes down this way on a Saturday. I won't go into it, but he's down this way. So what I will do, I think, I might just walk these back to that bin where I dropped the first two, and then start afresh again. These bottles are difficult to pick up at the moment because they're wet. So I think that's going to be the plan, pick this up. It's certainly looking better in there, not perfect in there. But as I said, there's only so much you can do. Once the bushes die down a bit, we might be able to get to more of it. I'll tell you what, I'll empty these, I'll come back for this with some fresh bags and oh, missed that one, and clean it up in a minute and then keep making my way that way, because I know it's horrific further down. Well, I haven't had to go far to encounter more. This is what I saw the other day, this sort of crap. Look, just never cleaned out, just chucked in here. There's more of it along here as well as I walk along. I did say I was going to get into the nitty gritty of it. The housing part was the easy, that was a warm up. So I ended up taking those last two bags just back to where I put the first two bags. I've got 4 bags sitting there at the moment by that bin, by the bus stop. Wondering what this was, but it's something to actually do. It looks like an old sort of, I don't know, it looks like an old light that's been cut down. See if I can get that out. That didn't put up much resistance, did it, before it completely disintegrated? Anyway, let's dig that out so it's nice and clean. How long it'll last? Well, the famous saying, how long is a piece of string? But I can only do my bit. I can only do my bit. Right, that'll do. One for the road, 2 for the road. So, yeah, believe it or not, this road's probably only half a mile there and back. Maybe a tad more. Not much more, maybe 900 metres, it's about 450 metres each way then. Look at that up there, look. Crazy. I've lost it as well now. Look, even these are used as bins, these barriers, look. Everything's used as a bin, apart from the bin. I just don't get it. If I've got rubbish, I've come out of Fulham a few times, and you've come out of Fulham, and obviously during the game the bins get full and you're like, okay, and it can get a bit grubby, but you know full well the council are going to come, say the match is on a Saturday, you know full well that, you know, you've got 30,000 people descending on a very small area, and it's all going to get cleaned again by Monday, and it's almost certainly is. But that's a sort of one-off, that's a unique event. But even me, if I come out of Fulham and I've got, I don't know, let's say I've bought something, if there's no bin to put it in, I hold on to it until I find a bin, even if it means I have to carry it a mile up the road to Hammersmith train station or somewhere like that. Surely these idiots know that chucking it on the floor ain't gonna work. I suppose they don't care. Again, I said it before, I say it again, judging them by my own standards, ain't I? You're judging them by your own standards, Gerard. Let's get these two little bits out. I'm most of the way down, but I know as you just cross the road, it still becomes Clayton Road, but it becomes like a private part of Clayton Road. I know the bushes up there are pretty horrendous. Horrible little road, ain't it? Horrible little road. Just sort of out of sight, out of mind road. Right, let's get the plastic. I'm going to assume the gas bottle belongs to them. Oh. Leave it, it's not your problem, Gerard, just leave it. Let's do my film review, guys. It'll make me feel a bit jollier for a while. Probably won't actually, because once I tell you what it is, you're going to probably go and hang yourselves. But we'll do the film review. So, earlier in the week, before I was feeling unwell, I watched a film called Asteroid City. Now, yeah, I was like, what's this all about? It's got Scarlett Johansson in it, and basically it's a sort of follows the fortunes of a family that moved to this made-up town in the desert during the 1950s, and it basically involves their story while they're there. So they move, I think he's a writer or something. They moved to this place, this fictional town called Asteroid City, and the film sort of surrounds the events that take place for this family whilst they're there. And it's a real strange one, to be honest. I had to keep rewinding it and what's going on here? What's going on here? And then what's her face get like? She's Scarlett Johansson. Oh, it smells of dog shit here. Scarlett Johansson is the modern flipping Michael Douglas, isn't she? Because inevitably she gets her arse out for the camera. I think I've seen Scarlett Johansson's arse more than I've seen my own. So I remember when I used to watch films with Michael Douglas, he was always getting his arse out for a film. Every time I would go to the movies in the 1990s, oh, Michael Douglas is in it, and he's like, right, there you go, there's my arse, have a good look at it. I'm like, okay, carry on. Well, Scarlett Johansson, she's the new Michael Douglas. Anyway, she does the inevitable, and yeah, so the film just sort of follows this family's adventure while they're in this fictional town of Asteroid City. Parts of it are sort of clever, but maybe it's just too clever. It's hard to follow, and I sort of had to watch it half of it again by rewinding it. So if you haven't seen it, you haven't missed much, let's put it that way. I'm only going to score it 5 out of 10 because it's just too weird, it's too strange, it's almost like a cult film. I just don't know where they were going with it. I watched it and I thought to myself, what have I watched? Anyway, so Asteroid City is the film review, but I wouldn't, if you're flying from London to Los Angeles and you've got absolutely nothing to do, then it's the sort of film to watch while you're on a plane for 11 hours. Otherwise, you're not missing much. Now, I still haven't told you the answer as well to my little space conundrum earlier, have I? Ooh. I'll leave it to you for a little bit more yet. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Okay? No Wikipedia, no Google. As I said, if you don't know the answer, forget your earthly confinement. Forget that you're travelling on a huge spaceship through interstellar space as we travel around the galaxy at 18 miles a second. See, that's another thing. There's a common question asked: how fast are we travelling through space? And the answer to it is, people say, oh, we're going this fast. But there's about 4 different answers to this question. I'm going to give you the answers here on this one. I won't tease you too much. So how fast are we travelling through space? The planet Earth, this is our spaceship, as I like to call it. So most people say, well, 64,000 miles an hour, which is 18 miles a second. Every second we're moving 18 miles through space. Hard to think, isn't it? Every second. But we're not travelling at 64,000 miles an hour. Well, we are, but this is where it gets complicated and people think, hey, you sound like a bit of a geek. Because you could say that we're travelling at the speed that the Earth turns on its axis, which is about 900 miles an hour. You could say, got some stuff in here, you could say that as well. You could say that we're being dragged along through by the sun. As we revolve around the sun at 64,000 miles an hour, the sun's dragging us around the Milky Way galaxy at 500,000 miles an hour. I think 500,000 miles an hour. So there's another answer. Then the Milky Way galaxy is moving through space, they reckon, at about 2.5 million miles an hour. Just want to get this one out. So I don't like this. The answer to the question is 64,000 miles an hour because it's just one of several answers. I think I've won there, guys. I've won that little battle. So yeah, you think about it. We're spinning at about 900 miles an hour. We're revolving around the sun at 60,000 miles an hour. We're being dragged through space by the sun at 500,000 miles an hour. And then, as far as we're aware, we're going, our galaxy's moving through space at 2.5 million miles an hour. So, next time someone says to you, how fast are we moving through space? You can tell them, that depends. That'll get them thinking. It's a good pub quiz one, if you go down the pub. Bit of a cheat though, because as I said, there's several answers. So, right, we have filled up bags. I'm waffling on about absolute nonsense that no one cares about. We've filled up bags 5 and 6. Don't know if there's a bin here, but I shall have a look. And then I'm just going to start over there, and then I can turn round. So, oh, what have I seen over there? Oh, look. Loads of stuff just dropped. Take a picture of that. So let's empty these, and yeah, let's keep cracking on with it. Don't know where to start with this bit. This is just a horrific part of the road. Just managed to dump. I've just managed to dump the 2 bags I had just over there, just around the corner here. Saw a bin which was handy. I don't know how much it's worth me digging in there. I could get scratched to smithereens. Look at how sharp these are. Look at them. These thorns would absolutely slice you to pieces. For what? For a road that nobody cares about. I don't even think I care about this one, right? I'd like to tidy up what I can get to though. I'm not going to get stung like that today. There's not a cat in hell's chance that's going to happen today. Look how sharp they are. How? Just picking them up, bloody sharp. Let's dig out what we can. And then this is sort of as far as I'm going. And I'm on the turnaround point. So we've done 6 bags already. Let's just make it look a bit more presentable. As my mate Buster would say, do what you can do. Which is fair enough. I'll do what I can do. I just can't get in there. It's too far in. That block of polystyrene. Oh, maybe from the... This is like the bane of the... Oh, I got it. I'm pleased with that. Aha! Bloody hell, that's sharp. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut myself for that. That stuff's really sharp. That'll slice you to pieces, that would. I'll be up at Hillingdon Hospital this afternoon, be having stitches in my hand if I play around with that for too much. Let's just stick to what we can get. And accept that it's good enough. I can get a lot of this plastic, I'll be happy. Careful, careful, careful. I'm finally waking up. I've had about 5 hours sleep. As I said, I've been feeling like crap all week. I've had a virus. I only went to work for one day. I've done a litter pick actually, which I've done a video of that morning. And then you might have seen it by now actually. Can't even remember what I called it. Just don't remember. I know I done it, and then as I said, I just felt like absolute crap. So bloody hell, they're so sharp. I don't think I'm going to play much of a game with these. This is only a game that these thorns are going to win. I just don't know where to start. I'm a bit frustrated that I can't get to a lot of it. As I said, it's... What can I do? Look at these. Look how sharp they are. Look, even that. Let's just do what I can do. So yeah, I've had a lazy week on the sofa. I went out yesterday for my first litter pick in about 5 days, and I went up to the town and I've done a litter pick up there, which is going to be one of my Magnificent 7. I think this video that I'm making today will be released slightly before that. So yeah, I won't talk too much about it then, just to say that I have been out once. Right, do I risk it? Careful, careful. Ow. Bloody hell, they're just so sharp. They're really sharp. I get the peripheral. I think the plan is from this point I'll get these peripherals. Anything where my hand has to touch these thorns is a no-no. They'll just cut me to pieces, they will. And as I've told you on other videos, I don't like wearing gloves. I think even with gloves, these would penetrate gloves. These thorns are sharp. I mean, really sharp. I'll tell you what, guys, let me finish this off. Go and have yourselves a cup of tea. I ain't got far to go, I've only got 15 yards to go. Let's finish this off, and then whatever I get, I'll dump round the corner with the 2 bags I've got, and then we'll start making our way back up the road the other way, which will be nice. I think I'll be happy to be off this road. It's awful. Let me just get that. So yeah, I'll go round the corner, dump the bags, and go and have yourselves a nice cup of tea, guys, and I'll see you in a minute. Well, everyone, I ended up getting another 4 bags from that little bit off camera. So there's 6 bags there and one of them gas bottles. The canal's just up there. It makes its way along. So that's 10 bags so far. And I've done about 450 meters of walking. I'm on the turn back for home now, though. Let's get across here before we get killed to death. So I'm not expecting this side to be as bad. I mean, you've got this fly tip. I'm just going to take a picture of this. Oh dear, look at this. Absolute crazy. Let me just take a picture of it while I'm here, guys. Camera's on, so I've just taken a picture of that other pile of crap for the council. Sorry. Drop my phone. I'll report that. My phone's been bleeping in my pocket since I've been here. I can't have a Saturday off. I just get harassed with one thing and another. And then I've got even more bad news, which is, let's take this at least. I've got even more bad news, which is I've just realised I didn't bring any money out with me. So my plans to get a sausage and egg sarnie and a cup of tea afterwards have gone right up the swanny. Never mind, I don't live far from home. Maybe I'll just go and make one. My nice clean hood on my oven, which I spent cleaning at 12:30, 1 o'clock this morning. It's so wet and so bedded in from vehicles crushing it. I can't get a grip on it. What an awful road. How can a road this small be just so filthy? 10 bags so far, and I've only just turned round. Alright, I don't expect another 10 coming back. Maybe 3 or 4, but it's just absolutely mind-boggling, isn't it? Mind-boggling. Everywhere I look, there's just rubbish. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, I've lost that one under the car now. I'm not kneeling down for one. That I won't be able to get out the tyres on it. So some of it I just can't pick up for one reason or another. Alright, I suppose this road being, I'm going to get that. I suppose this road being industrial doesn't help. There's really no excuse, is it? It's half of it is residential, and you saw how the residents are. They're happy for the rubbish just to be piled up outside their house without a care in the world. Don't know how they do it. I had one bit of rubbish in my street yesterday, and I was like, right, I saw it from the window at the loft, and I was like, right, I'm gonna go and get it. I'm gonna go and get it. And someone's sponsored by someone, blah blah blah. Look, working with the community. The community needs to work with you, mate. Unfortunately. So this is where they're building these flats. I'll give it its due. It is clean. It's the first time I've walked for more than 5 yards without picking something up. I can't even get that out. Look, it's down the drain so far. I can't get it out. Look, just can't get it out. Concentrate on what you can do, Gerard. Concentrate on what you can do. I've had a message from my George overnight. He sent me one of these messages. I'll say it because I'm a sentimental fool. It just said, it's one of these messages that said, if I had 1,000 lifetimes, I'd want you to be my dad in every one of them. Which is nice. I'm still going to beat the crap out of him when I see him though. Next. The sentiment. See? This is what happens when you don't pay attention. I've got a slight cut on me now because I went to pick that can up, and look, I'm going to blame George for that. Sending me sentimental, foolish rhymes. You wait till I see him. I'm going to thrash him at golf. It was nice actually. I really have cut myself there. Yeah, I've cut myself deeper than I thought. How deep is your cut? Is your cut? How deep is your cut? Never mind. Right, where was it? Oh yeah, so yeah, in the summer we went fishing to France. Little baby George came along, and I showed him how to cast. Although nowadays, if you know a bit about fishing, you know we fish them in a bait boat. And the bait boat was designed, basically it's a small boat, remote controlled, and you put your bait in it and you can remote control it to points either further than you can cast or to bits like under snags which you could never cast to. So I do have one little boat I bought. Wipe it on your trousers, I'm sure Mrs O will be happy. So but I was showing him how to cast as well when we was in France. I was like, right, this is how you do it. And I said to him, it's not difficult, it's you just have to think about it. And after just 2 goes, he was bombing it out exactly where we were aiming for, so I was pleased with that. Right, I thought these bits on here were rubbish, but they're not. They're just, these are part of the wall design.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, mate. You okay?
Yeah. What is the best way to get to the Hayes town centre?
Just walk to the end of the road, and then just turn left, and you're in it, basically, mate.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Avoid. You see if you can get through all the rubbish that's in it.
Thank you.
So, me being sarcastic, wasn't I? If you can get through all the rubbish that's in it. Poor sod. So, where was we? Little baby George. So, yeah, so we went fishing and I showed him how to cast. So, yeah, that was good. Right, we're steaming down this side of the road. Not as bad. So my bags that I've done, my first 2 and 4 bags are just around the corner here. So I think what I'll do is just drop these with him. 12 bags now. Probably another 2 going back, finishing off. I suppose I better give you the answer to a day being longer than a year on Venus before I go, otherwise you're going to come around and give me a bloody good biffing. Let's just do this quickly and then we'll go down that as well. Right everyone, there's bags 1, 2, 3, 4 and 11 and 12. Another pile of 6 there, 6 of the best to go with the other pile of 6 further down the road. Morning. So bus driver's having his break. So let's just finish off this road. And finish off this video. So I'll tell you what, I'll pull that for the moment so the wind's going into it. I'm sure it won't take long to get rubbish to put in it. For the moment the bags are just blowing a bit, they're a bit wind assisted. So, for those who don't know the answer about Venus, why a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. So if you was living on Venus, if you had like a 2 up, 2 down on Venus, you'd basically a year for you on Venus, because it's closer to the sun by about 30 million miles closer than what the Earth is. So the Earth, we'll call it 90 million miles for argument's sake. It's a bit more, but basically Mercury's sort of 30 million from the sun, Venus is 60 million from the sun, and then Earth is 90 million from the sun. So because it's closer to the sun, all this rubbish here, because it's closer to the sun, its orbit around the sun, a year on Venus is not a year on Earth. A year on Venus is only 8 months on Earth. So I said you have to forget your earthly confines. So if you was living on Venus, 1 year, 1 lap of the sun would take 8 Earth months. And then what happens is Venus spins so slowly on itself, where we spin on ourselves 365 times, well 365 and a quarter if you really want to be mathematical about it. That's why we get a leap year every 4 years, because it takes 365 and a quarter days. So every 4 years those 4 quarters add up to a day, hence we get the 29th of Feb on the Roman calendar. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm trying to make it clear though. So if you lived on Venus, a year would be basically 8 Earth months. And as I said, Venus spins so slowly on itself that it takes basically 8 Earth months and a couple of days. So hence, a day on Venus, if you lived on Venus, you'd do a lap of the sun faster than, this could be dangerous, you do a lap of the sun faster than what you do a lap of yourself. So there's the answer. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. It's just purely down to the fact that it spins so slowly on its own axis. And I'm pretty sure it spins the other way as well. The only other planet that spins, whatever, if we're going left to right, it's going right to left. All the other planets are going the same way as us, apart from Venus. So it spins on itself so slowly, but that's the answer. Not a lot of people know that. Don't know if you want to know it, to be honest. Bit of irrelevant trivia. I'm going to give you a bit more in my next video. I've decided now to tease you. Oh dear. Perplexing that these bushes are used as a bin, isn't it? I've got to be careful here. I've already sliced my finger today now. Every bush in this street is used as a bin. No wonder I've already done 12 bags on such a short road. This is only twice as long as my road. I wouldn't get a quarter of a bag on my road, or even on bin day, when the bin men pick up the bags and make a mess. I don't know if I want to go the other side of that bush. I might see something I don't really want to see. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I'm seeing something I don't really want to see. Let's just pick it up. Pick it up. Oh dear. That'll do. I won't get involved in this. This is private land. I'll let them do that. Get these little bits as well. It's private land. It belongs to the apartments behind me. I think the apartments used to be office blocks, but they've been turned into apartments. So let's summarise this litter pick. We've got at least 14 bags, minimum of 14. We found out that if you're flying from London to Los Angeles, it's probably about the only time to watch Asteroid City. We've also found out that if you live on Venus, you need to set your watch differently. I'm sort of happy with that. I'm not 100% happy. Some of it though is just impossible to get, but I'm happy-ish. I can't really complain about getting 14 bags out of one road, can I? Although I feel a little bit defeated. I just feel like some of it's got away from me. Never mind. The only one who's going to lose sleep over it probably is me. So guys, we're coming to the end of the video. I think that'll do. I'm happy with that. I'll take these up to near where I live actually. I might even go and give the green a little clean, although it's a Saturday, it's probably absolutely pointless. So let's just cross the road and finish off where I started, and if I do the green, I'll add it in. Right guys, so I sort of started off here cleaning this spot. You can see from 15 yards back it does look a lot better. So thank you for joining me today, keeping me company on this horrific road basically. Not a place I'm going to come rushing back to. While the wind's blowing this, I'll pick it up. So that's Clayton Road in Hayes for you. So I don't think I'll be rushing back there in a while, but it's done, and so 14 bags out of it. So thank you for joining me guys. Take care of yourselves. Great to have your company, and I'll just say goodbye and catch you on the next one. Right, when I said bye back there, obviously had my fingers crossed behind my back and didn't mean it. Just come to the green. I've already got half a bag. This is just Saturday. Still got Saturday morning, still got all the boozers to come. Oh dear. So I dropped the 2 bags I got from the main video, shall we call it. just over by the bin there. I did say I might ponder on doing the green. Probably a waste of time on a Saturday, but look at the state of it. It's a weekly weekend thing, this is. Just need the weather to turn a bit so they don't hang around here. Need the weather to get really cold so they lose the will to live with wanting to sit outside. I'll come back for them pizza boxes. I'm gonna need to empty this real quick. Just getting the smaller stuff for the moment. Give it a spruce up. Yeah, so this is what it's like. This is why I just can't wait to move. But as I said, at the moment I'm a little bit stuck here through one thing and another. Not for long though. It's all just alcohol. Look, just all piss heads basically. Want for a better phrase, there isn't one. Just complete piss heads. You've got nothing else better to do apart from just this. I wouldn't mind so much if they tidied up after themselves, but most of them just probably don't have a bath from 1 month to the next. Let's be honest about it. Let's forget all the political correctness we live in nowadays. Let's just go and change this bag. It's got really heavy. We're going to get a couple of bags off the green, and I bet you by Monday, although I'm not doing this area Monday, I've got Dawley Road on my hit list. I'll chuck this off the green as well. This weighs a ton. Oh, this weighs about 20 odd pounds. So there's the 2 bags I've done finishing off Clayton Road, the main video. As I said, I've just come to this green, and although it's a bit of a pain doing it at this time of the weekend, I can't leave it. It's just too bad. This will be 16 bags from this litter pick this morning. 16 bags. Wow. That's amazing. Mind-boggling. It's not like I've walked around the entire area. That's the amazing thing about it. I've done one road. I've done one road that nobody cares about, and this green which just gets hammered at the weekend. That's it. 16 bags. Madness. Absolute madness. What really makes me laugh is the fact that they just walk away from this. They sit here doing whatever. They're not all drinkers, most of them are. And they sit here and they're just like, well, I can see a bin there. There's another one just there, look. Might be out of shot. I'll try and lift up the camera a bit, drop the bag. There's another one there. Yeah, and then just you can see that white car in the distance. There's the bush behind it. That's where that idiot tipped up all my rubbish that time, what I said on my video recently, by special request. So that's where I was walking up to the station to meet Lauren, and someone had tipped all the stuff on the floor. But there's another bin there as well. Told you it's only a small green, 3 bins surrounding it, but nope. Can't be bothered. Look at this. I'll just do it to some degree. I'm not going to see my face in it. I'll get the worst of it. As I said, it'll all be back probably by the morning. Got a little treat lined up for you in the morning. I could tell you actually, because this video is going to go out actually before tomorrow's one's going to go out before this one today. Tomorrow I'm going to do basically an almost live video. So I've got a little spot which I want to go and clean. Anita from Hillingdon Litter Picker told me about it when we was chatting, and I'm going to go and clean it. It's called the Bunny Park. What I'm going to do is do the litter pick early in the morning and then release the video the same day. Come home, edit it, and then release the video. Same day delivery is going to be its title. Well, by the time you see this, you would have seen that. Trust me. This one's not going to go out now until about early December. I've got quite a few parked up on YouTube ready to go every 4 or 5 days. And then I've decided in the new year what I'm going to do is just do my videos. So I'll do one on a Sunday morning. I'm going to do it over 2 weeks, 3 videos every 2 weeks. I'll have a sort of regular pattern in the new year. At the moment I'm just releasing them willy-nilly. Please release me, let me go. Go on, Engelbert. Anyway, so what I'm going to do in the new year is release them on a Sunday morning, then a Thursday afternoon, and then the following Tuesday. So basically 3 a fortnight, 3 every 2 weeks. Right, that'll do. That'll do. I want to go home. I want a cup of tea. I want to have something to eat. And I've just had enough of litter picking for today. So, quick recap, guys. I'm going to let you go. So we got 16 bags from Clayton Road, 2 of which 16. Oh, you little liar. You got 14 bags from Clayton Road. He brought 2 of them home and he left 2 piles of 6 up there. And then we've just come and got 2 bags off this green, and I've missed this bit which I've just seen, so I'll get it. So 16 bags in total. That bit of metal weighs, you wouldn't want it falling from more than about ½ an inch on your head. So I'll call that a day, guys. I've had enough. Thanks for watching again, and we'll definitely catch you on the next one.